guys, welcome back to the Knitting Expat Podcast channel. My name is Mina. Welcome. If you are new, thank you for checking me out and I hope you enjoy what you see here today. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. Today is not a typical podcast episode. I'm going to be doing a review video. I actually have 2 review videos coming up, so I hope you enjoy. I do try and usually space these out, but these 2 are well overdue. And with everything that's been going on with planning for our move and everything, if you are not aware, we are moving to Gibraltar this summer, which is really exciting. I believe the video prior to this one is the announcement video for that, so you can always go check that out if you're interested. So yeah, I have a couple of reviews that need to be done that should have been done a long time ago, but like I said, with everything coming up with the move, that sort of stuff, everything went on the back burner. I have a couple of designs that need to be published. I'm just so behind on everything right now. I feel like life got really overwhelming this year with all of this stuff that's happening, and I essentially just had to stop everything else. Just mentally, I could not concentrate on anything else at this point. But trying to get a few things squared away before we move, and 1 or 2 of those are these review videos. So I want to get these done. So let me just grab the bits I need first. Okay, first up I have, or rather first up, for this video, I have these 3 books that were sent to me by Search Press for a review. They were sent to me ages ago, probably end of last year now, and we're now in June, so these are about 6 months delayed, 5-6 months delayed. So these are 3 Knit a Mini something, basically Knit Mini animals. So we have, the first one is Knit a Mini Farmyard. Then we have Knit a Mini Woodland and Knit a Mini Safari. I think they also have an ocean one, which I don't have, which is fine. But I think there's 4 in the whole set, and I've got 3 of them. So I haven't had a chance to knit up any samples or anything to show you, but we can flip through and have a look at some of the patterns. I think I've marked up a couple of the ones that I like the look of, but these are like super tiny little knitted projects, which I will be honest, I'm not sure how well that will work for me, because I am not the best at knitting super tiny toys. I personally don't like making toys that much, but I know my kids love stuffies, so I am willing to deal with it, as it were. So it seems like most of the animals in this book, or in all the books I think, are the same. I'll knit using DK weight yarn. And there's all sorts of information about materials, tools, washing guidelines, all of that info is included in the books, which is great. You know, what kind of materials, needles, all sorts, what you will need. So even though it's using DK weight yarn, it seems most of the needles used are a US size 2 or a 2.75mm needle, so quite small needles for the density of the yarn, for the yarn weight, and that's because you want quite dense knitted fabric for your toys so the stuffing doesn't show through, which is why it's such a problem for me, because it can cause me quite a bit of wrist pain to knit at such a tight gauge. But my plan when I finally come to knit one of these things is to size up needles and yarn weight. So my plan would be to do these to make them a little bit bigger, so they're not quite so mini. And there's information on, like, you know, how to do the sewing up and the stuffing and all of that at the front of the book before you get to any of the actual patterns. There's information on some basic embroidery for sewing on faces and stuff. So there's lots of information at the beginning, other types of techniques that you might need, like making an I-cord, making a mane, making a tail, all sorts of options. So these are the different animals that you can make in the safari one. So everything from rhinoceros, buffalo, elephant, lion, tiger, zebras, vultures, crocodiles, meerkats, parrots, giraffes. I think I really need to make some of these. The gorillas. We went to the zoo recently with the girls and Nova was really obsessed with some of the animals, so I feel like I should make her some of these at some point, probably after we've moved at this rate. And then we've got Knit Mini Woodland, which has all the same information at the beginning as the other one. Key techniques, materials and tools, all of that fun stuff. And then the animals in this one, let me find the list of animals. Oh geez, why can't I find the right page? There we go. Again, lots of lovely woodland animals here. We have everything from a stag and doe, fawns, hares, badgers, squirrels, fox, mouse, a robin and chicks, woodpecker, skunk, raccoon, a beaver, an otter, a moose, a wolf, hedgehog, all sorts in here, which is again really cute. There's definitely a few in here. I think I marked the hare as ones to make. Yeah, they're so cute. Look at that. They're really tiny. These things are absolutely minuscule. Knit at the gauge intended. They are literally 2 inches high by 1.5 inches wide. They are so small, which is why I would size up, because I think knitting at that tight gauge at that tiny size is just not going to do my fingers any good. But that's the advantage with these things. You can size up the yarn weight and then accordingly with the needle as well, to make it a bigger size if you wanted to. So it comes with all the instructions and everything you need for all of that. And yeah, I think it's a good little robin. Is quite cute as well. Look at that, little chicks in the nest. That's really sweet. And then we've got Knitting Mini Farmyard. Again, includes all the same info at the beginning, so you don't have to buy all the books in the set to get the information at the start. Okay, finally. Sorry, that was rude. My camera battery died, and then the one I put in to replace it also died. So, as I was saying, the animals in the Mini Farmyard one are, again, super cute as well. You've got cats, dogs, alpacas, bulls, pony, donkey, sheepdog, pumpkins, which are really cute as well, pheasant, turkey, sheep, piglets, scarecrows. You can even do a field with pond. That'd be quite cool. I might actually, let me have a look at that one. Even a vegetable patch, those are quite cool. I think that would be really fun to create like a play surface for the animals to go on. That's really cute. It looks like a little little patchwork type thing. That actually might be something I do. I might do that at some point and create like a little play field for the animals. And whether or not I actually make the animals, whether or not you buy like store-bought farmyard animals or whatever, then knitting the playmat area, I think that would be really fun. So I might look into doing that for Nova for her birthday maybe, although that's actually, her birthday's this month. Oh my god, her birthday's in like less than 3 weeks. Yeah, that ain't happening. But look at the little vegetable patch one. Isn't that so darn cute? Look at that. Yeah, I think if I'm going to do any of them, it will probably be from the Farmyard one first. I think that's a really cute idea. I definitely looked at these before, but I think I forgot about the little play patch. Field with ponies is what it's called. A field with pond, sorry. I think I forgot about that one. That looks really cute. I definitely want to do that. And the vegetable patch, that's pretty darn cute. And the pumpkins, look at that, how cute are those? How big are these? These are 1.5 inch sized pumpkins. These are super itty bitty dinky pumpkins. So yeah, I think I'll definitely give some of these a go. Anyway, that's my thoughts on these books. I will try and remember to include a link for these in the description box below if you're interested in nabbing yourself one of these. And yeah, I don't get any commission or anything from it. I'm literally just sharing the information with you. So whether or not you use my link is not a big deal to me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Yeah, like I said, I did look through these. I did mark up a couple of them with the intention of making a couple of samples to share with you guys in this video. But like I said, life got in the way and I just haven't had the time or the brain space to deal with this right now. But there's definitely a few things in here I would like to make for the kids. So I look forward to giving that a go. And if I do make them, then hopefully you'll see it on a future episode of the podcast. And yeah, so I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.